Alright, so I wanted to make a little video on my movement because that's something that I focus on a lot when I play my game, and I've gotten comments on how quick I move, so I just want to show how I do that. My first thing I want to start with is momentum. That's probably the biggest, most important thing about your movement. Obviously, momentum is going to make sure that you're going to continue moving. So usually when I start out, obviously, or not obviously, but typically whenever I play with squads or by myself, I have 1 to 3 different locations that I like to memorize. So usually right now that's Demon's Dojo, Canyon Crossing, and maybe Shiny Shafts. And those locations, I'm going to memorize every nook and cranny of them, okay? So I'm going to memorize vehicle spawn points, where I might find a chest. I try to memorize all that stuff. So whenever I go to Demon's Dojo, usually I'm with a squad, and I always mark up there at Demon's Dojo, but typically my landing zone is actually down here. It's usually pretty uncontested. And the reason I go here is obviously it's uncontested, but also there's a pretty decent amount of loot, and sometimes bots land here, so it's pretty easy way to start off with a couple free kills and usually some solid weapons. Once I land here, usually my first move, actually look, I've already got a couple people landing here. I'm usually going to land over here at this building on the right. That guy's already landing there, so it might not be the best option. I'm going to try and get down, get a gun, hopefully to get... I can take this guy down before he can do anything to me. Ooh, exactly what I need, Mortal Kombat. Yeah, so the first thing I'm going to do is always just immediately figure out where he's at. Okay, he doesn't seem very good. It might be a bot.
Flawless victory.
Yeah, so that wasn't super difficult. That was a bot. But my first order of business is always to eliminate them before they can get shield or any other advantage over me. So I already obviously had way better weapons than he did, but so that's an immediate advantage that I had, and I'm not going to waste that. I'm going to use that to my advantage. Usually, I like to land at that building, get the weapons, slide across to this building, open those chests, and then my next move is immediately to go for this big air or spout, whatever you want to call it, and that takes a few seconds. This one usually goes a couple seconds before this one, so I memorize those timings. Alright, that one's about to go, and then this one's gonna go. And this one shoots me high enough that I can get all the way over there to Demon's Dojo. Usually when I'm flying in here, I immediately start scouting and trying to identify anybody that might have landed here. Usually they're up at the building, on the back side of that building, or they're running along this section right down here. Doesn't look like there's anyone here. Usually I land at the top just so I can know. There we go. Let's correct it on that. Gone. Once I've got that down, I'd rush in here, clear out this area, and I just loot really quick. This guy, usually he sells the blue AR. That's what I'm looking for. I don't need that right now, so I don't have to worry about that. She's super useful. She gives me ammo, and typically I can also get shockwaves off of her, so that's one that I like to try and hire if possible. And then readjust all my weapons. There we go, shockwaves immediately. Yeah, and so my whole thing, while looting or trying to kill people, is trying to focus on actions per minute. That's a phrase used in gaming typically. The abbreviation is APM, actions per minute. That's something that you want to think about all the time, and everything that you do should flow with that in mind. Typically my movement is really focused around that. I'm using all of my momentum every second, and every action that I do, I want to make with the intention of to be able to continue moving. And obviously sometimes there'll be issues like that where I come off the bike or I fall off a vehicle, whatever it is. You just want to be able to recover quickly and immediately continue moving. My objective is always usually to get to this gas station after Demon's Dojo. Look at that, we got someone up here. So I'll rush him with my vehicle. Yeah. And in situations where I'm being attacked, if I don't have any cover, if I'm on a vehicle, that is my cover. But usually I don't want to give people the opportunity to respond or react to my speed. So in that situation, he took a couple shots at me and I just bum rushed him. And it was a bot, so it wasn't something that I had to worry about a ton. But yeah, I'm trying to just move around, keep everything moving quickly, and then get out of here. When I play with Israel, or Israel if you're watching this, usually you like to go for that forecast tower, which is good, but it's not necessary. So I always just that just kind of is like a secondary objective for me. If we don't have vehicles, I'll do another round, maybe where I can show you how I would move around without movement or vehicle, or I'll show you how to do that at some point. But right now I'm pretty stacked on movement, and my loadout's pretty solid. I'd like to get a combat AR if possible. It sounds like someone came back over here for this key card. There they are. So they've got Sub-Zero gloves. I immediately saw that off the bat. He's in that bush, and I don't want to push him because I have no advantage. Which is fine. He knows I'm here. There he is. But my advantage is this hillside. And that looks like a car over there, so I'm gonna go ahead and get to that. And actually, usually those bots, looks like he killed one of them, or killed all of them. They've usually got some kind of decent weapons. There they go. That's exactly what I want. Yeah, like I said, continue moving, action per minute. That guy ran, so the best option for me at that point was just to let him go and get the weapons that I need. It looks like this might be him or somebody else, but again, that's not really worth wasting time on, so I'll deal with him later. Obviously this round is not a great round to show my movement, but I guess it's a better round to showcase advantages. Yeah, so right there, I went into that fight with not quite necessarily sure exactly where he was, but I built an advantage with that rock, and I've got this vehicle. This guy's got a medallion. I don't want to fight him. He's actually got multiple medallions, so I really don't want to fight him because he's for sure someone good, and probably someone that I'll have to deal with later on in the round, which is not exciting, but there he goes. Okay, so here I'm just going to kind of observe what he's doing. I've got someone down here by this rock. Okay, yeah, so that guy's moving a lot, and I'm kind of exposed to that guy if I get too focused on the dude that was behind the rocks. So I'm just gonna avoid that, move along. I'm also gonna be focused on my vehicle, usually. If I've got a vehicle, I'm focused on that and the health of the vehicle. I'm a little over half health on that, so gas station's always gonna be my next objective. The sparking is usually a good indication that I need to go straight to a gas station or switch vehicles. Yeah, so be focused on your health, the health of your vehicle, and how much movement you've got. I've got really stacked movement again. The car makes it to where I don't waste a lot of that until the end of the round, which is good. But definitely don't be afraid to use your movement, because it's utility items. Those are going to be things that you can find quickly later on in the round, especially if you can kill a couple people. It's a good way to get loot. And then I don't know if anyone's in here, but I'm going to try and get any advantage I possibly can. There's no one in here. There is someone coming, so I don't want to stay here long. Yes, yeah, I really don't have any advantage here because that guy's above me right now. So, the first thing I'll do is make myself some cover. You know, obviously this isn't build, this is zero build, so I can't build cover, but I sure can make it. And the way I'm going to do that is using natural cover. You see the way I'm driving here, I can't see up there, but they also can't see me, and that makes it to where I can only be shot at from a couple different directions rather than every direction. Gunfight down here. I'm gonna get in a position here. That guy was smart, he got out, he relocated. He's gonna have to relocate again here, or he's gonna have to get down and hide. This guy's pushing me, it looks like. No, actually he's pushing that guy. Okay, so again, advantage here. Just gonna let them do their thing. Yep, okay. Relocate. I lost my advantage there. That's fine. It was a risk that I had to take, and you know, that's fine. Okay. Okay. One of the big things I do while trying to make advantages, understand when to cut your losses and move on. That's a really big thing you have to focus on. Understanding when to just cut your losses and give up. Not necessarily give up, but back out. To survive to the end game, you're going to have to be able to do that. You're going to have to sacrifice, and sometimes that means you're going to get less kills. I've only got 4 kills right now. I maybe could have had 6 if I had tried to go for those guys, or if I had pushed the guy while he was fighting the other guy. Those are things that I give up in the moment so that I can last longer. And in squad, that's a really big thing to focus on, especially for me, because typically I'm kind of like I'm the escape artist, you know, of the group. So usually that means I'm gonna give up some kills just so that I can avoid getting killed myself. Yeah, so right now, building high ground, making an advantage. Park in a spot that's going to allow me a quick getaway, but also provides a bit of back cover for me. Yeah, so I'm always scanning, looking for any movement. I don't see anything at the moment, but yeah, you're always going to want to keep your eyes. Oh, there we go. Got some movement there. Car. Okay, we've got some people moving. That might be a bot right there. It looks like a bot. Yeah. I'm just keeping my eyes on everything. Yes, that guy's getting beamed on the train right now. Which, if I had a sniper, would potentially be an easy target. It'd be a moving target, but it'd be potentially, 90-something damage I could get off. But again, sacrifice I'm willing to make so that I can make it to the end game. Oh, here we go. Got someone right down here. They just moved behind that rock. They're probably gonna pop out right over here, or maybe even, yep, there they are. That's a little far. I think I want to rush him, see if I can get something out of that. Because this is a solo, so he's obviously alone, but he's not in the best positioning, and that makes this a whole lot easier for me. Yeah. And I kind of wanted to actually use the Mortal Kombat weapon, but obviously that was kind of an easier kill, so I'm not too worried about it. This guy's on a bike, so he does not have any advantage over me, especially on the off-road area. Only real advantage people on bikes have is the fact that they are able to use their weapons while they drive. Even then, not that much of an advantage. He might do a little bit of damage to my car. That's it. Got a car here. This is actually the guy I was dealing with earlier on in the round. I don't feel like dealing with him right now, so again, just gonna go ahead and move out. Relocate. I actually did give up a little bit of an advantage there, diving off this mountain, or off that mountain. I'm not too worried about it. Yeah, this looks like a good time to try and find a new vehicle. Usually some cars spawn right over here. Usually two spawn here. It looks like they're either gone or did not spawn. It's fine, that's whatever. There may also be one over here. There we go. Make sure everything's reloaded. You do not want to get stuck in a firefight with no ammo in your guns. And this vault was opened, so I do want to come check this out. Okay, I've got someone coming in, so it's a good time to get out. Okay, looks like they landed up on the bridge, so that's nice. I don't have to deal with that yet. Go ahead and move up. I've got some quests that I need to get done real quick, so good time to get that done.
Sir, they took your car when we were looking, and retrieve my stolen vehicle, or I'll retrieve your worthless hide.
Okay, yeah, so there's someone in that building. Not something that I'm willing to make sacrifice for. I'm gonna go ahead and leave that alone. I've already got 5 kills, and that looks nice on my... Ooh, there we go. And that's a duplicate. Those are either... those are one of those free skins, so whoever that is, they're either really good or they're really bad. And usually I don't like to make that risk unless I have every advantage possible. And I didn't there, so I'm just gonna avoid it. Okay. Okay, I don't know if you noticed out there, I actually used that train to kind of continue my momentum. I landed on top of it, and it wasn't necessarily intentional for me to completely slide over the top of that train, but it worked out that way, and I'm never gonna waste that. I'm gonna continue moving with it. As soon as I notice that I've got that advantage, I'm gonna hit the boost, throw the car into a slide, try and use that momentum. Okay, so we got a couple people here. Not something I want to engage in at the moment. They probably know I'm here, but because I'm in a car, they might not be stupid enough to try and make that mistake. They might. Who knows? And if they do, I can test the waters and engage. But there's a guy up there on the mountain, and I've got to deal with Storm here. So we're at 5 tick now, so I do not want that touching me. But yeah, biggest thing I'm doing here in the end game is I'm just gauging my time. I'm just trying to keep an eye on the storm, and I'm making sure that I've got at least some kind of cover, or that I'm hidden in some type of way. I can make some noise, and that's whatever, that's normal, but I definitely want to make sure that I've got cover. I'm hidden away, tucked away. Alright, this car is busted, so time for a new one. And the bot at this point is really no use to me. She's kind of just like an ammo provider at this point. She's like an ammo belt, I guess. So if I need ammo, obviously I can get the bot. But in this scenario, it's not really providing me a ton of use. Yeah, honestly, I'm probably gonna have her wait where she is because I don't want her giving away my position. And that's taking away my competitors' advantages. So there's only 3 other people left other than me. And I'm honestly starting this fight out in a good position. I've got 100 health. I've got all my ammo is loaded up. I've got almost max ammo on my ARs. And pretty much full stamina for my Scorpion kit, which is great. That's a great way to go into a fight. I've got someone coming up behind me, so I'll go ahead and prepare for that. See if I can get eyes on them. Where'd he go? Okay, I heard a bat. There they are. Okay. Okay. Well, I totally could go for the kill there and get it, but because I just made so much noise, I'm gonna let someone else take that, or see if someone else can take that. I did a lot of damage, so I shouldn't have to worry about it as much. There's a guy right there. I could totally beat them. I'm not gonna lie, I gave away my advantage of surprise. They know where I am, or at least know of my general vicinity. It's me and 2, so I'm assuming it's gonna be the one that I beamed a minute ago, because I didn't get a kill for that, so they're probably still alive trying to heal. Probably under the bridge, honestly. But they don't know where I am. That person might know where I am. But storm's moving. I'm gonna try and hold my advantage as long as possible. Make sure to preserve the stamina on my rocket. Yep, let them fight. Okay, so I'm just trying to get the distance here. Alright. Okay, I've got a lot of distance here, and I want to preserve that. Oh, well, yeah, okay, that's alright. I got him down to 25. Had I switched over to my gun, I probably would have won. But, you know, that's alright. I got down to 2nd with 5 kills. Yeah, definitely rewatch that if you need to see how quickly I move, or and you need to see how I get an advantage.